Okay, so I think most of you guys know me, but if you don't, my name is Shelby, and I am your presidential upline. And I am so glad that you're on here. Most of you, I recognize your faces. Some of you, um, I may not have met yet, or you could be brand new to the team. That's what's cool about, even though this is technically an emerging leader Zoom, it's for anybody that wants to reach that $15,000 diamond bonus or above. Some of you, I see Summer's face. I know she's going for triple. This is for anybody who's trying to earn one of the new more bonuses. So $15,000 for diamond, 20,000 for double, and then 30,000 for triple, prez, and ambassador. And if you're really feeling nutty, you could earn multiple of those bonuses. You could go diamond, double diamond, and you're going to earn yourself $35,000 in bonuses. It's totally possible, but of course, it will take some really hard work, being super intentional, super consistent, and just like deciding. That's one thing that I'm definitely going to be talking to you guys about tonight. So I wanted to just kind of start by saying, by first telling you those bonuses, which I did. And I just want you guys to be excited about them. I know many of you guys, I see your faces. We were together this weekend. And so you were in that room full of 10,000 people when Mark Pentecost dropped the bonus bomb on us, like dropped the mic on us. And you hopefully still have that feeling, that how you felt when he said that. And, for me, it's always in a huge emotional moment, because not only do I know what that bonus could do for me and my family, but I look around and see the girls that are standing there with me and guys, and I know what that bonus could do for their family. And if I'm being honest, this year, this conference was very different for me. This isn't my first year that I've brought a team with me. Other than my first year, I've always had people on my team there with me, but there was something very special about this year. Like, there was a shift for me where when the bonuses were announced, I didn't even think about myself for a second. Like, I didn't even think about like what the ambassador bonus was. That's the rank that I'm shooting for. The first thing that clicked in my mind is I already had an idea of a good amount of my girls, what their goal was, or at least what I had in my heart and my, like, what I want their goal to be. Cause I like to push you guys past your comfort zones. And so to me, when those numbers were announced, I got emotional thinking how these huge numbers are going to change you guys' lives. Like, change them. And then you guys blew me out of the water, the ones that I talked to that were at conference. And when you told me what your goal was, some of you are still messaging me today saying like, oh wait, never mind, I'm actually going to go here, or I'm going to do this. And you're like just one-upping yourself and really challenging yourself. And I love that so much, because it goes back to that like decision where you can reach whatever you decide you can reach. Our brains are like little computers or little sponges or whatever you want to call them, where we just have to tell our brain what to do, and our brain's going to do it. So I've heard a lot of people even say you need to trick your brain. You need to trick your brain into believing it's possible. And if you can trick your brain into believing it's possible, then your brain's going to do it. Your brain's going to believe that you're going diamond or double diamond or triple diamond or whatever your goal is. And then you just need to take massive action. But when your brain believes it, it doesn't believe anything else. So you have this belief in yourself. Oh, I not only like the scientific part of it, but just having faith. You need to have that faith that it can be done. For me, I'm just going to be honest. My chart is in a certain situation where I could look at it and say ambassador by March 31st isn't technically possible. Like if I'm being, what's the word? Like, not reasonable. Like if I'm being, I don't know what the word is. Do you guys know what I'm trying to say? Like realistic, that's the word, or logical. Like if I look at my chart, I'm like, wow, like I have a lot of work to do if I actually want to reach this rank by this date and earn this bonus. But I'm not looking at it like that. I'm looking at it as, it's not up to me. I already know I'll be ambassador by this date. And so I'm just trusting that it's going to happen and that God's going to provide the how. I know my goal. I don't know how it's going to happen, but God knows. And so I just know I can just let it go, knowing that the how is all just going to happen. I don't need to figure the how out. I just need to decide my goal and then take massive, massive action towards that goal. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Drop a 1 if you get what I'm saying, that even if your goal looks impossible or unrealistic, it doesn't matter. You could be sitting here right now saying, I want the $10,000 bonus. I'm sorry, not 10,000, the $15,000 bonus. I want it and I need it, but I legitimately have 0 distributors under me right now. I don't think that it's possible if I'm being realistic. Cut it out. You are going diamond. You are going diamond. You are going diamond. I don't care if you have 0 distributors under you or if you already have all 14 and it's just the volume that needs to come. You are going diamond if you decide you're going diamond. Okay? So I'm excited because that means as soon as all y'all flip that mindset and just trust that it's happening, we're about to have 33 brand new diamonds on this team. And I know not everybody's even on this call right now. Like, how amazing would that be if we had 33 brand new diamond leaders on this team? I would faint and like probably pee my pants. I don't even know what I would do, but crazy things would happen if all you guys went diamond. And I believe that it's true. I believe that it can happen. And I've seen it happen in this company. I don't know if you guys follow Mark Pentecost. He's our CEO. If you guys don't follow his Facebook and his Instagram, go ahead and do that. His posts they get me so fired up. And lately, the last couple days following conference, he's been talking about how we're about to go on a run like we've never seen before. And if you aren't sure what a run is and you're like, well, I don't really like running and I don't want to do that. It's not what you think. It's more so just like, we're about to make history. You're about to make history. You're about to change your family's history. You're about to change your family's family tree. You could technically be the first in your family to do something. I obviously don't know every single thing about each of y'all's families, but you could be the first one in your family to make $1 million. Every single one of us has the opportunity. There's enough room in this company for every single distributor right now to make $1 million and beyond. So if you're wondering like, well, I got in now. Shelb's been in for 5 years. So like she'll probably make $1 million, but I don't know if I could make $1 million. Yes, you can. You just have to decide and you just have to go. And right now during this run that Mark's talking about, this is when you do that. We had a run last year and crazy stuff happened. I promoted to presidential. Another one of our leaders, Rochelle, she back-to-back promoted from triple to pres in 2 months' time. We had leaders pop all over the place. Girls going from ruby to double. Girls going from like newly enrolled to double. Like that's what a run is. When the impossible happens because they decided and they let that momentum take them. And when I say let the momentum take them, I don't mean that it just swooped them up and they didn't have to do anything and it accidentally happened. That's not what I mean, because our team worked our butts off in the beginning of 2019. And so everything that came our way was well deserved. But what I mean is during this run and this momentum, if you're working so intentionally and so consistently, that momentum, you're not going to be able to stop it. It's going to be like a train that just cannot stop, and you're just going to be riding that train all the way. Okay. So I hope you guys are so excited. And I just want you to take some time. If you're having that doubt, that self-doubt where you're like, that bonus sounds great and that bonus would do a lot for my family, but I'm not sure if I can do it. I'm on this call because I'm hoping and wishing I could, but I'm not sure. Then I need you to take some time when we get off this call, sit quietly, pray, meditate, do whatever it is that you do where you can quiet your mind and get to the place where you can fully decide that you are worthy of this and that it's not going to happen until you decide it's going to happen. I won't lie. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I have talked to a couple of people who haven't decided. I don't know any other way to say it other than the fact that they've reached out to me and I'm like, what's your goal? And they tell me, like, oh, I'd like to go diamond, but my goal is this, or, my goal is diamond, but I just don't know, or my goal is this, and I'm going to try real hard. No, you need to decide that it's happening. Okay. I think I've harped on that for like 92 minutes, and you guys get the point that a decision needs to be made if you're going to do this. So take the time to do that. Take the time to really decide. And if you're struggling for whatever reason, reach out to me, you guys. I want to help you. I want to help you get to the place where you're able to really, truly just let it all go and give it all up and know that it's going to happen for you if you're willing to put in the work. Okay. So now let's get into a little bit of the nitty gritty, like logistics of going diamond. So here's your diamond chart. It's 14 distributors, but what's really great about it, I'm all about like breaking things down to make it more simple. So let's say you want to go diamond and you have 0 distributors below you. Diamond is actually just 3 rubies. And then you have this one guy up here, but essentially it's 3 rubies below you. So if you just really break it down into that, like I know for me, helping 3 people go ruby sounds a lot better and sounds a lot more attainable than going diamond. Like going diamond and looking at this chart, it's like, I need to do what? But when it's like, I just need to find 3 people that want to make $500 a month, and I'm going to help them do that. And when I get those 3 and I help them reach their goal, I'm organically going to promote. So if you can really start thinking, like flipping your mindset to who can I help make $500 a month, then how can I make $2,000 a month? If you can flip that, and I know that the girls on here who have promoted to diamond and above can 100% like back me up on this and be like, yep, the second that I realized that it's not about me and it's about helping other people, I almost like accidentally went diamond. You know what I mean? And I'll say presidential diamond, and I hate to say it this way because I don't want anyone to think that I wasn't working hard, because I was legitimately working my butt off. But presidential, I didn't even know I promoted to presidential. Like someone had to message me and say, hey, Shelby, have you looked in your e-suite? And I was just like, yeah, I know, it's great. All my girls are promoting. And they're like, yeah, but you're presidential. And I was just like, I had no idea and didn't even think I was going presidential that month because I was so focused on helping my other girls go triple, double, and diamond. Well, what do you know? It takes a triple, a double, and a diamond to go prez. So I have goosebumps just saying that, because it's just like the perfect example of when you're helping other people, you're organically going to reach these ranks. So you definitely want to have your diamond chart out. You definitely want to understand what it takes to go diamond. But if you have that mindset change of, I'm going to find 3 people that I can help go ruby, instead of just making it all about you, you'll be surprised how those 3 people that you need come to you, because you're spewing it in your posts. You're talking about it in a different way than just like, I need 14 people to join my team and I have 3 codes and you'll get 3 codes and we'll all go diamond and blah, 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 blah. And they're just like, I don't even know what you're talking about. But when you are like, I'm making this about other people, your post changes. It's like, I'm looking for 3 people who could use $500 a month. What would that $500 a month do for you? Would it pay your car payment and your car insurance and fill up your tank so that you can get to work every day? Would it pay for your baby's daycare? Would it, like, you're trying to solve a problem for these people. You're trying to explain to them that you have something for them and that you're going to be able to help them. So how can you help these people? And when they're like, okay, so-and-so is really trying to help me here. So-and-so's throwing me a life raft here, and I think I need to take it. So just try to shift your mindset there. So back to diamond. You need an emerald leg and you need a ruby leg, and then you need 1 qualified leg. To go diamond, you need a total of 14 distributors and a minimum of 8,000 in group volume, which is right around like $8,000 in sales, plus or minus some, depending on what products your distributors are selling. Girls, if you're trying to go double diamond or above, you know how to chart. So I'm not going to go into it. You already know how to do that, but definitely stay on, because I do want to talk to you about it and pump you up, but I'm not going to go into like the logistics of how to chart for double and triple and stuff, because you girls know how to do that. Or if you don't, reach out to me and I'm happy to help you one-on-one. So diamond, to reach the diamond, what is it being called? The more bonus this year, the diamond more bonus. There's one very, very, very important qualification that is new this year that I need every one of you to know. I'm going to say it like 3 times. I want you to repeat it in your head 3 times. I want you to write it down. I want you to like write it on wherever you're going to see it, because I need you to remember this. And I actually created something around this to help us. But to qualify for the more bonuses, you have to have 6 personally enrolled loyal customers, personally enrolled by you, directly under you. No one can place them or give them to you, and you cannot move them to anyone else. You have to enroll 6 new loyal customers, and you have to keep them. 6 new loyal customers personally enrolled by you and kept under you. Thank you, Summer. Now, some of you may be brand new and you're looking at me like, what does that even mean, move loyal customers? I don't even know what that means. We'll go into that later. Just know that your next 6 customers need to stay with you. That's all. So that's the but what's great about this is we have our steps to success have recently shifted a little bit. If you're brand new, then you don't know this any other way. But if you've been in for a little while, then you'll notice that our steps to success have changed a little bit. So this is what they look like. Our steps to success is basically just our roadmap of what our corporate team made up for us to succeed in this business. They keep it really simple. It's 3 simple steps. And if you do these steps every single month and you teach your team how to do these steps as well, it's going to create this snowball compound effect. And I'm going to explain that a little bit to you guys. So step 1 is getting qualified. I'm not even going to go into step 1. I did a live on Team Bomb Diggity today. And so if you need more information on that, you can either go watch the live or you can reach out to your enroller. But this is just every month you want to make sure you're commission qualified so that you're earning your paycheck that you worked so hard for. It's also a qualification to earn your bonus. So you have to be commission qualified to receive your paycheck and to receive your bonus. It's a must. It's a must. So step 1. Step 2 is getting 6 new loyal customers every single month. So do you see the trend here? It's a qualification to get 6 to even earn the bonus, now it's just part of our steps to get 6. If you break that down, that's literally 2 loyal customers a week, like if you really break it down. But I'm challenging our team because I know that we like are always above the bar, like always raising the bar, always a step ahead. We're not a normal team, you guys. Like everything we do is always just like a whole nother level, I guess you could say. But we're challenging everybody to do 6 in 6. Write it down. 6 in 6. What is this? It's these 6 loyal customers in 6 days. So we're going to be teaching our brand new distributors to get 6 loyal customers in 6 days. And so if we're going to be teaching our new customers to do this, then we need to be leading from the front and doing it as well. Okay, so make that your goal to go out there and get 6 loyal customers in the next 6 days. I know technically we're like already on the 3rd of the month. Some of you may already have gotten customers on the 1st and the 2nd, maybe today, whatever. 6 and 6. It's going to be our new rule of thumb as a team. The first 6 days of the month, we're running our auto shipment and we're getting our first 6 loyal customers, and we're teaching our new distributors to do the same exact thing. You guys, if everyone's doing this, Ruby will happen in 30 days. If you've been sitting here for like 5 months and you're like, well, dang, I haven't even gone Ruby yet. If you're doing this and you're teaching your team to do this, you will go Ruby in the next 30 days. All of you want to go Diamond. So first step to Diamond is Ruby. So 6 customers in 6 days. Let's go out there and do it. Drop a 2 if you're going to go get 6 customers in the next 6 days. I want to see it. Sydney dropped me a 2. Anybody? Okay, cool. I see a lot of people ready to go. Here's what it is. This is another mindset shift, because if you've been in the business for a while, you're like, oh, great. I got to get more than 4 customers. You guys, like I said, we're above average. 4 customers might have been on the corporate Steps to Success sheet, but we never did just 4 customers. We're always doing more than 4 customers because we're doing HAPs. We're reaching out to people. We're following up. We're working our businesses. 4 customers is, we don't even have time for 4 customers. We're getting 4 customers in 2 days. Okay. So that's step 2 on our Steps to Success. Step 3, I should say, is get 3 new distributors, teach them these same steps, and go Ruby. So if you aren't sure what a Ruby chart looks like, I don't have one in front of me, but it would basically just be this guy right here, and that's you. So Ruby is 3 distributors below you, and then 2,000 GV, 2,000 group volume. So basically, let's go back to the steps again. If you're getting 3 new distributors this month, you're making sure they're all getting their auto shipments set up in the beginning of the month for 80 BV. And then you're teaching them how to go get, hold on, let me go mute. You're teaching them how to go get their 6 and 6. You will be Ruby in 30 days. How simple is it? Now I get like, cool, yeah, that's a sheet of paper with like some really simple stuff on it. Like, of course I want to be Ruby in 30 days. I know it's like easier said than done. Let me just get something straight with you guys. Our Steps to Success is not easy. Our Steps to Success is simple. There's a difference between easy and simple. And if this was easy, then everyone would do it and everyone would be an Ambassador Diamond. But did you know that Rubies, when you hit Ruby, you're already in the top 1% of this company? And it's because people come into this not with an entrepreneur mindset, but with a 9-to-5 mindset. They come in thinking like, I'm going to make all this money. I'm going to make all this money really fast. This is going to be really easy. Like they come in with all these preconceived notions. And when they see that they actually have to work, that this is simple, but it's not easy, they quit. But we don't have quitters on this team. I mean, we might have some quitters on this team, but they're not on this call. Like you guys are going diamond. So you guys are 1%ers. You're 1%ers and above. So we're going diamond. We're completing our steps. No, it's not going to be easy. Yes, it is going to be simple because this is very simple. It's 3 steps and it's duplicatable. So that's something that I want to talk to you guys about for a second is my like goal and mission of 2020. I have a lot of goals and missions of 2020, but one that I am like so passionate about this year is making this team aware. And I don't even know how to like word it, but I want us to be so duplicatable. Me and Rochelle's team page both have units on them to where this, like the steps should be so duplicatable. Even if we didn't have units, even if we didn't have a team page, all you need is your steps to success. This is duplication. This is how you build, and this is how you go ambassador and even black diamond. Complete the steps. And I know you guys are probably like, okay, cool. Can we move on from the steps now? But you guys, it's so important. And that's why I'm drilling it into your head, because if you're doing these and you're teaching your team to do these, that is duplication. And so all you have to do is be like, hey, newbie, go do this and teach your team to do this. And then they're going to enroll 3 and say, hey, newbies, this is all you need to do. And then they're going to go to theirs. Hey, newbies. And if everyone's just doing their steps, everyone's growing and everyone's going. Everyone's growing and everyone's going. So that's pretty much it as far as like, I'm not doing like a big, like I have some action steps for you, but I'm not doing like a big game plan on here, because that is the game plan. You guys do your steps and teach your teams how to do their steps too. Now, one thing I will say is this business loves speed. And what I mean by that is I'm actually quite slothy in this business. Like, yeah, I'm like so happy where I am and I'm going to make $1 million long before I ever would with my 9 to 5. I would have never made $1 million with my 9 to 5, but it's taken me 5 years. It took me 4 years to go presidential. And a lot of people, it takes them flipping. Ashley Sinclair told us this weekend she went ambassador in 7 months. I was like, excuse me? But some people go really fast. Some people don't go as fast. Don't compare your journey, but just know that the people that are promoting faster than you are not special. They do not have a secret sauce that you don't have. They have the same exact tools as you. They have the same exact steps to success as you. They have the same resources that you have. The only thing they're doing differently is working harder than you. They're completing their steps 3 times. And that's actually my goal this year, is every single month I'm going to complete my steps 3 times, not just once. Your goal can be whatever it wants to be, but you need to figure out what that is. Like if you're looking at an empty diamond chart and your goal is to go diamond by March 31st, that means you have less than 60 days. So that means you need to break it down and figure out, if I have 60 days to go diamond, you're probably not going to be wanting to get distributors on March 30th. You know, if it happens, it happens, but you're probably going to want to have your chart filled beforehand. You know what I mean? So that all you're worrying about is volume by the end of this run, by March 31st. So what does that mean? Break it down and figure out how many distributors you need this week. How many distributors you need next week. And again, I like to make things super attainable. It makes it feel more like achievable to me. So if I'm looking at my chart and I'm like, okay, I'm actually working on Phil's chart right now and he needs he needs 4 more distributors to be boxed for diamond. My goal is to get all 4 this week. Like I want to just have his chart filled so that I can just be focusing on volume, working really closely with these distributors. And of course, going beyond the diamond chart. And what I mean by that is these 4 girls or guys who I'm about to sign, I'm going to be teaching them the steps and with hopes of them going and getting their own distributors, which will boost volume and set Phil up for double as well. In case you're like, who's Phil? He's my husband. I don't know if I said that. But my goal is for Phil to go diamond this month. So I want to fill his diamond chart as quickly as possible. Same goes for you guys. You're going to want to fill your diamond chart as quickly as possible, but just break it down so that it's attainable for you. If you're like, okay, I need 14 distributors and I want to have my whole chart boxed this month for diamond, that's 14 distributors. You still have, excuse me, you still have 4 weeks left. 1, 2, 3 and some weeks left. I'm bad at math, but that's like roughly 4 to 5 distributors a month, right? Hopefully that's correct. But you guys get what I'm saying. Like divide it by figure out what you need, divide it by how many weeks or how many days are left, and that's going to tell you how many you need each week. It's going to make a super attainable goal. Isn't 5 distributors way more attainable than 14? So if you trick your brain into thinking like this is my goal for this week, then that is what you will get. But you, of course, have to take massive action and put in the work. Okay. So I think that's one thing that I really want you guys to get is just completely like drilling it down. Drill it down and make it attainable for you. And same goes for volume too. So for me, Phil needs 4 distributors, but he needs like probably like 4,500 in volume. That's a lot of volume. I'm going to be working really closely with my newbies, of course, but I'm still going to break that down. And so let me just do it really quick. 4,500 in volume divided by, let's just say 3. So that's 1,500 in volume per week that I need for the next 3 weeks. And hold on, I'm going to mute everybody. And like, I know that might sound scary to some of you guys, but it all goes back to if you're just deciding that this is going to happen, then the number shouldn't matter. And I will say this is one thing that Rochelle, a presidential on our team, if you haven't met her or know who she is, has really helped me overcome, whether she knows it or not. Like anytime she's had like a promotion on the line, she'll be like, I'm 6,000 away. And like most people would be like, I'm 6,000 away. But she's like, I'm only 6,000 away. And then she just like goes and does it because she has the mindset to do it. Like she's not afraid to just go do it. So looking at this 1,500 a week, I'm like, I can do this. And you guys can too, because it's not all up to you. It's up to your entire team. So then if you break it down again, I'm sorry, I see the chats blinking. I haven't like looked at the chats at all. So hopefully there isn't like any major questions in there, but I'll go back and look at the end. But then what you can do is if it's 1,500 a week, I can divide that by 7. Now we're only talking 214 a day. That's very attainable, especially if I have other people helping me. Like I could do that myself, but I got other girls helping me because they're trying to go Ruby or they're trying to get their shopping spree or whatever, you know? So break it down, you guys. It helps so much to break it down. And I'm glad I did that because I hadn't broken down my volume yet. And now that I have, I'm like, all right, let's get off this call and get to work. Let's go. So I'm trying to think, I think that's really everything that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I definitely wanted to make sure that you get that mindset right and just make that decision that you can and you will do this. So make sure when you get off of this that you take that time to really get in that mind space of making that decision. I wanted you to understand what you needed for a diamond chart. I wanted you to know that you definitely need those 6 loyal customers personally enrolled if you're planning on promoting. And then just really drilling the steps to success into you. So I'm going to look at the chats here. Let's see. I'm going to scroll up a little bit because I don't want to miss anything. Someone said they've been emotional all day. I know, it's so crazy. This is like the craziest time of the year because you're like crying, but you're happy, but you're like, what's happening? And you just don't shower. It's fine. Okay. Yep. Talking about how you can help others. When you help others, that's when you're really going to see your own chart blow up. Okay, I don't see any questions other than Sydney just said, would I host a power hour? And I don't mind doing that at all. What I'll do is I will end this recording right here. Thank you, everybody. Hopefully